Okay. So in the previous trade personality video, I kind of briefly touched on how your real life self bleeds onto the chart, correlates to the chart. And I gave a little example through the personality, the trade personality, which is obviously very important in understanding. But if such a little factor of just your personality can correlate onto your charts, I want you to think about how your daily habits, your mentality can correlate onto the chart. If you're lazy and you're waking up 10 minutes, 15 minutes before market open, not even brushing your teeth, not even drinking some water, hopping straight onto the computer, anchoring your standard deviations, and hoping one of them hits, then bro, it's wraps. Okay, you can't just do that. Okay, there's so much discipline and consistency that comes in this game that you can't just half-ass it and be lazy. Okay, you have to build yourself up as a person in real life before you can even see success in the charts. Because what makes you think that you can be lazy, fat, stupid, and go onto the charts and make 10 bands just like it's nothing? A lot of you guys like to think, dream, and just envision the riches. But when it comes to actually putting in the effort and to being the best version of yourself, you guys give up. Do you think the rich version of you is who you are right now, with how they act day to day, with how they treat themselves, and how they treat others? Fuck no. The rich version, millionaire you, is not someone who is lazy, undetermined, unambitious, and only driven by motivation. When shit gets tough, when shit gets really hard, when motivation dies out, that's when discipline comes in. Okay, you can be ambitious, but if you're always going to talk the talk but never walk the walk, then I'm sorry to say it, you're destined to fail. So you guys need to understand that before even succeeding on the charts, you have to have a good, rigid routine with yourself. Understand yourself. Identify your flaws. What may it be? Let's say on the charts, you struggle to get off after a loss. First few things I can immediately say. Okay, work on your discipline. How can you work on your discipline? Wake up early, but don't wake up crazy early. A lot of you guys like to be like, oh, I'm gonna wake up at 6:30, then I'm gonna go for a run, then I'm gonna take a cold shower, then I'm gonna go for the gym. No, make it reasonable, make it easy, make it attainable. That's how you build. You don't build yourself up by taking massive leaps, right? You do it by tiny little steps, again and again and again. That's what really counts. Because remember, it's consistency. You can have that motivation to take that massive leap once. But when tomorrow comes, when you have to wake up at 6:30 again, go for a run, take another cold shower, and go to the gym before market even opens, are you going to do that? Maybe you might. But do that for a week straight, and you're going to feel like shit. Because you know that you can't do that, and you're a lazy fuck. So instead of waking up at, let's say, 9:15, wake up at 8:30. Drink some water, get some sun, enjoy the fresh air. Very simple, but little things. But as soon as you ingrain this into your routine, you naturally become more disciplined. Now, that alone isn't going to help you just stop tilt trading, stop revenge trading, or taking a loss. I'd say maybe get some hobbies. Find some things that you enjoy and like to do outside of the charts. I know a lot of you guys love the idea of learning, trading, trade, and you guys can't stop thinking about it 24/7. I'll tell you this, I was the same at some point too. But you guys gotta find something that preoccupies your time other than trading throughout the day. Because if you keep trading, thinking about trading the entire day, trading New York AM, trading New York lunch, trading PM, Asia, London, you're cooked. It's over. Okay? Even if you're not literally trading, but then all you do is watch new Confluence videos, new ICT videos, learning. You guys aren't learning. You're just piling up your brain with useless shit. Okay? The most important things and the most crucial, like I'm giving you an edge here. Everything you need to succeed is right here. You do not need to learn anything more. So first of all, cut that all out. Second of all, you are overworking your brain. You are just spending the entire day just beating at it. Your brain is a muscle too, right? A lot of you guys go to the gym. I'd hope so, at least. You know that you have to rest in between sets. You can't just go on bench press, put on 135, and then rep it out for like 200, 300. You physically cannot do that. It's the same with your brain. Your brain is going to start like, tuning it out. You're going to start like functioning less well, and overall, it's going to bleed into your performance. It's going to bleed into the rest of your day, right? So get a hobby, right? Find something that you enjoy outside of trading. And that'll help as well, because then you have something else to look forward to, right? It's simple as that. So just by that, you can see on how trading the charts is literally a carbon copy, a reflection, a mirror of you, who you are. If you are not a good person, if you are not disciplined, if you are not, driven by your goals, and if you are not reasonable and consistent, you will not succeed. All the life lessons that you learn are applicable onto the charts, because the charts itself is teaching you a lesson. All right, you need to understand that nothing comes easy. So when a lot of you guys just love thinking about being rich, but then when it comes to failing, losing a trade, and getting off and doing something else for the rest of your day, you guys suddenly can't. When you have the urge to revenge trade, to tilt trade, I want you to think about it. What the fuck makes you think that going max position size and hoping that price goes up or down is going to make back your loss? Catch yourself before you do that. That is the stupidest thing you can ever do. And you know what? If you make back that loss, good for you. You got fucking lucky. I hope you pass that account. I hope you activate it. Then I hope you do the exact same thing and fucking fail it. Because you need that wake-up call. You need that reality check to truly see and understand. I see so many of you guys joke around about fucking failing your evals, blowing your XFAs, and then you're just acting like like a clown. Do you feel good from that? You guys are literally degrading yourselves by choosing to revenge trade, choosing to blow your accounts, knowing well you could have just stepped away after a loss, right? And that all comes down to who you are as a person in real life. Whether you're disciplined, whether you're truly ready. Because you have to remember, if you are revenge trading, if you are continuing these bad habits, then you are not ready for the amounts of money that comes from this. God is literally telling you that you are not ready for this money. You are not ready. Because what are you going to do once you have it? Bam, you made 10 bands off a trade. You took the payout, 5K. Oh, you feel absolutely amazing. What are you going to do now? Are you going to be able to manage that money? Are you going to be able to manage your ego, your confidence? Are you going to be arrogant? Are you going to be a dickhead? All those things, it plays in. It's all about how good you are as a person. So please, all of you guys, look at your daily routines. Look at how you are. If you're fat, start going to the gym. Start doing cardio. If you're lazy, start calling yourself out. One thing that I would do when I was lazy or procrastinating a lot, I would just count down from 3, 2, 1, and then you would get up. It sounds stupid, but it helps. So do that. Yeah, like I said, if you're fat, go to the gym. If you're lazy, procrastinating, do that 1, 2, 3 thing. Okay? It's as simple as that. And if you're undisciplined, look for things in your daily routine that can make you more disciplined. If you're used to waking up at 9, wake up at 8:30. Go out for a little walk. Don't go for a run. Just little steps, little by little. That's how you succeed, not by taking ginormous steps. Okay? Little by little. Build yourself out as a person. Because if you are not a good person, you will not be a good trader. Simple as that.